My name is Robert Gabriel. I'm the President and CEO of Microwise Technology. This is my contact information. This recording will be available later on by email and on our website. I have on the call with me, I have Greg Jones, who's the Senior Product Engineers, and Jerry Workman, from Director of Channel Manager of Relay Health. They will help me with any technical questions that comes up as we're going to be talking about the new platform for the clearinghouse. This is a disclaimer. Anything you learn in this meeting, you need to verify yourself. Microwise or anybody on this call cannot be held responsible for any damage or loss of revenue as a result. The agenda today is we're going to talk about sending secondary claim electronically. We also been getting a lot of calls regarding drug codes. So the drug code, for example, J3301. So if you I'll point you to the right direction on that. We're going to talk about how many diagnoses can you send out on a claim, and recommendation to avoid timely filing, and what report should you run. And we're going to cross between the new platform and the dashboard and what you have in Lytec to help you with such a thing. How to find out patient deductible amount, how much they emit toward their deductible. It's a huge point. Since I've been in healthcare, people have been asking for this question. We have that platform available for you. How can physician compare what their insurance pay compared to other physicians in the nation? Do you need to send workers' comp or no fault electronically? A lot of people have been asking about that. So we're going to show you a sneak peek of the dashboard, just a slideshow. Then, so let's get started. Most of you have access to sending secondary electronic claim. A lot of people, they just don't do it because they didn't know that it was available to them. So this is all you have to do. You have to go to your Lytec and set up your insurance company with your EDI receiver, put your payer ID in for primary and for secondary. And if you receive the payment correctly in the system, Lytec will collect the information about your payment, and it will attach it to your electronic file, and you can bill secondary claim. As a matter of fact, billing secondary claim is less steps than billing primary. Billing secondary claim takes a second in here, where if you do it by paper, it takes a lot more effort. So if you have not been doing secondary claim electronically, it's a lot easier to do it here. So all you have to do is you go to your insurance list and pick whatever insurance that, let's say I'm doing Medicare. You go under claim, and all you have to do is link the EDI receiver. I just call my RM. That everybody has a different EDI receiver, regardless of what clearinghouse you have. This is the payer ID. Now, if you're using Relay Health, which is one of our built-in clearinghouse, you get to see this list here, so you can narrow down your searching. So if I'm looking for, let's say, Oxford, for example, I'm able to look for Oxford like that, and here's my payer ID. If I'm looking for Cigna, I will able to look it up like that, and see I have so many Cigna, but they all have the same payer ID, so it doesn't matter what it is called on your end. It doesn't matter what address you have, as long as you have the payer ID correctly. Then that's all we need here to send your secondary claim. So the question, this is how one of the benefit of having an integrated clearinghouse, because you will have a lot of tools have it integrated for you. The other thing is, the question comes, how do I know if my insurance company takes secondary or not? This platform is available with many clearinghouse, but we can only tell you here if Relay Health or Capario. So when you click on this, and if you see the payer ID on the secondary, that you know that you're doing secondary. And the same thing if you're doing eligibility verification. If you see it in the list, then you know their insurance company can do eligibility verification. If you are enrolled to submit electronic claim to this insurance company for primary claim, you don't need additional enrollment to send them secondary claim if you have a secondary claim. But eligibility is you need to make sure that you are enrolled with eligibility. So not every insurance company has eligibility, but if they are available, highly recommended that you should do eligibility as well. All right, so I'm going to get out of here. Then now, after you do that, I'm assuming that you know the next step. You open your revenue manager, and the difference here is when you click on select. Now I'm still normally you're selecting primary. So now I'm going to do select, and I'm going to choose secondary ready to send. So this is going to show you all your claims that are ready to go out, secondary claims electronically. So you're going to go and scrub your claims, just like no, you can't scrub secondary. It will give you this message. You say no claim to check because you already done that when you did your primary. So there's you don't check your secondary. You're just gonna skip that here, and if you don't skip it, you'll get that message. Then you're gonna go to next claims RM, your name of your receiver. So that goes and it does the iGuide, and the iGuide goes and checks for other things, and it verify information, and it comes and tell you this passed. So I have one claim for $300 ready to go out, and you just hit send, and boom, it goes to Relay Health or any clearinghouse that you're involved with. So it can work with any clearinghouse that you're sending using Revenue Manager. So Revenue Manager submits an NC 5010 format, and we configure it with your clearinghouse to go out. A session here. So I'm going to answer no here because I don't want to mark that claim as was sent. I want to disregard this, and I want to close this. Okay. All right. So let's go back to my presentation. So that was the screen you pick. So when you go back to Lytec, and when you doing the when you go back and send your primary claims again, make sure you pick it if it's not showing. So I don't want you to get stuck on that. So if here, let me show you what I mean. So when you open your revenue manager one more time, so when you go back to Lytec and you hit select, you have to, if you've been sending secondary, you need to go back and change it to pick your primary again. So primary ready to go, and now you can see it. Otherwise, you will not see your secondary. You will always see your secondary claim here. So you always have to toggle back and forth between primary ready or secondary ready. Chelsea?
Yes.
Yeah.
I just had a question. I had called back probably, oh, I don't know, probably June, and because our Medicaid in Wyoming requested that they are only taking electronic submission, they're not doing any paper, so they said even secondaries have to be done. And Michael walked me through a way to do it where I had to go like to EDI notes and add and check date that you're sending. And so is that changed then with this? Was it an update now that the secondaries seem a lot easier than they were just back in June? Or is this maybe something that's just specific to Medicaid that he was walking me through?
It most likely it's something specific to Medicaid of Wyoming,
Okay. Okay.
so that he's sending a note for them. But if
Yeah.
you're using Revenue Manager, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so that didn't change, but there's some, especially Medicaid sometimes they have really old equipment, and they
Okay.
too much legacy stuff. So and that's unusual, because if you're receiving the payment uh, inside your Lytec, it's supposed to know all the information that need to know.
Okay.
But yesterday, one of the meetings that we did, one of the Medicaid actually also, they actually still needed a copy of that would to be faxed to them. Of
Yeah,
the
and that's the way this our Wyoming is too. Is they still want the hard copy mailed, but they will only take the electronic submission. So I guess that's just specific to certain providers or certain insurance companies. And it's not necessarily everyone that you have to go through and add a note and type the kind of note you're doing and report the type code and all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Okay.
Medicaid is they do crazy stuff.
Okay. Yeah, I know. They have their own rules, but okay, that's what I wanted to know.
Anything else? This is the J code. So J code is uh, if you're sending a drug, uh, there's a common rejection because Lytec is not able to, or Medisoft is not able to send the description twice. For either you can send the NDC or the description of the drug. You cannot send both. So I created a post here, and I'm going to show you where it is. So if you go to microeyes.com, let me go here. So when you go to microeyes.com, on forum here, you need to have a login if you want to respond, or you want to post your own. But if you just want to view, you can go to the forum. And I have a board for Lytec. I have a board for Lytec MG if you have the EMR, and I have a board for ICD-10. So let's go to standard Lytec. So I created it here. I will put more screenshots to show you how to do that. So over here is sending CPT code description. That's the one. And I will finish this post. So this is what's happening. So this is the NDC that goes out, and you can send the NDC and the drug description. So I'm going to show you. So you can come back to this tomorrow. It will be updated. So this is how to, if you having a problem sending a J code or a drug code, this is how to fix it. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the new platform. So MicroEyes, we've been working with Relay Health for many years, one of really strongest partner, but we got into a new arrangement where we have a newer platform that has a lot more options than what you have today from anybody else. So you still have your standard, claims, your standard eligibility verification, and everything else, but you're going to have a lot more options. I'm going to show you a video, and that video is going to explain this to you here. So let's start with this video here. I'm going to play this. And
healthcare providers face a growing array of reimbursement challenges and regulatory changes, all of which threaten their financial viability. Claims submission and management require inordinate amounts of staff time for both monitoring claims and regulatory changes that impact them. To make these processes more efficient, providers need a system that helps them meet regulatory requirements, improves claims accuracy, and promotes faster payment. Now there's a way. Connect Center from Relay Health offers easy-to-use paperless claims submission and management, leveraging connectivity with more than 630,000 healthcare providers and 1,900 payers. Today, healthcare providers can put this intelligence to work for online claims management. Connect Center helps ensure your claims are valid and clean before they reach payers. Our system automatically flags claims that are in trouble, so you can focus on those that need help and help reduce payment delays. A dashboard shows overall performance. A work list tracks claims with issues and those with potential issues. And when you do have claim issues, Relay Health will help you troubleshoot. Our claims management solution provides robust analytics and reporting to help you better manage your business. Standard operational reports leverage our extensive online data repository to get claims and remittance details quickly. Relay Analytics Financial Diagnostics provides statistics on submission errors and payer performance. It allows you to ID trends and benchmark performance relative to peers. Our patented enrollment solution provides everything needed to help you connect with payers. Connect Center is intuitive and easy to use and features both online and live help. Relay Health processes more than 2.3 billion provider transactions, valued at more than 1.1 trillion annually. Relay Health also reviews nearly 90,000 payer and regulatory changes each year and takes action to streamline claims processing for customers. Relay Health Financial has helped thousands of providers improve their speed to payment while increasing productivity. And we're ready to help you too. Sign up today.
so that was the first part. Any questions on that? Let's recap here. You are able. Let me play the next one, and we'll recap.
Insurance payers deny 19% of U.S. claims due to patient eligibility and coverage issues. Eligibility verification is one of the best ways to prevent insurance payment denial, avoid bad debt, and improve cash flow. Eligibility is also essential to help ensure collection of patient payments that are escalating due to high deductible health plans. Eligibility checking often doesn't happen because it's labor intensive. The average labor cost for each eligibility verification averages around $2.70 for a phone call. Despite the desire to get this information electronically from the payer, some payers may only indicate that the patient has insurance. This creates added work for staff to call or log on to payer websites to get the answers they need. Relay Health can help get you current and actionable patient eligibility. We extend your knowledge beyond basic EDI by assimilating detailed data found on more than 500 payer websites. Added information may include the patient's balance on their annual deductible, eligibility for multiple services, and important messaging that is clear and easy to understand. Our Connect Center online eligibility portal helps simplify insurance verification to help you to avoid claim denials and maximize upfront patient collections. Our easy-to-use workflow helps you determine if the patient is covered by insurance, identify copays, deductibles, and coinsurance levels for patient collections at the time of service. Quickly filter to benefits based on the types of services, such as chiropractic, emergency services, professional office visit, urgent care, and others. Obtain past requests on eligibility for up to 6 months to track down payer denials that may be associated with member coverage. In addition to our Connect Center portal, access to normalized and targeted data allows you to quickly access what you need without the complexity of knowing EDI. Relay Health is committed to your business. We have achieved CAQH Core Standards certification to ensure we offer the best service to you. Help enhance your cash flow and save staff time with the support of Relay Health's extensive payer eligibility verification. Sign up today.
Okay, so please let me know if you have any questions at that point. Okay, so Mary has a question. Mary, you're on the air.
Hi, Robert. So is there a fee monthly for the
Yeah, it's
Connect
like any clearinghouse. What clearinghouse do you have now?
Office Ally?
You have Office, okay. So Office Ally is really is a free one. I
Occasional.
understand. This one is the way I look at it this way. If I'm able to get one claim go through that I might have lost if I'm using something for free, it's then it pays for itself. So this is putting you in the driver's seat here. You get to know a lot more information. You have eligibility verification. You have unlimited claims, primary, secondary. You have the financial dashboard, which is I'm about to talk about now, and uh, you have uh, uh, you have knowing if the patient met the deductible or not, how much they met out of the deductible. All of this is valuable information. You're getting all of this for $99. So this
A year or
no, for $99 a month. Now,
month?
yeah. That,
I'm sorry, I'm a small business. This doesn't work for me.
yeah.
Okay, go back to your presentation. I just wanted a general idea. Thank you.
Thank you, Mary. Okay, so let's talk about I have here like some slideshows. So I have Greg on the phone here from Relay Health. If do you want to point out some of the features here, Greg? You want to add anything? Okay.
Um, No, I don't. I mean, I think that covers everything. I think it's a pretty intuitive drawing. Now, so he's just showing right now, some of the analytics packages that we offer, or the financial diagnostics
Yes.
product that we offer.
Yeah, let's say you want to explain what this here.
Yeah, that is the dashboard of Connect Center, which is our new portal. And so if you are familiar with Relay Health, you might be familiar with Collaboration Compass, which was our portal that allowed you to view claims, research all your activity within Relay Health. This is really just the dashboard. When you first log in, you get that in the middle. You get that first at a glance view, that Claim Health Vitals view, and you're going to see, the claims that are in good standing, the ones that are rejected. We have some warnings. We have this intelligence engine that we've built, so we know how or when we should push claims up to you if there's something that warrants more investigation. Like a $0 remit or something of that nature. We're going to push up these warnings. Same goes for denials. If it's been denied by a payer, we're going to show you that as well. So very quickly, at a glance, you log in, your eye gets pulled to the middle part there, and you're going to know, you're going to get a quick glance of your business and everything that's flowing through Relay Health.
Now,
and then we have some lightweight workflow on the side there, so you actually have these cues: denied, rejected, warnings. You can mark claims for follow-up, and you can actually go down to the claim level and validate. You can make a change and validate, so you know if the claim is clean before you make a change in Lytec.
Yeah, good point. So let me just point one more thing here. A lot of time I get into practices that don't have a clean account receivable. Maybe the inherited billing from somebody that has not been entering payment or not been entering payment correctly, and sometimes you will not able to know if you missed on some claims unless you have a good account receivable. Whatever you submitted, it's still open in your AR or not. With this here is your safety net. You will get to know if anything got rejected. You don't need to run any account receivable from Lytec, or if any claims are in troubles. So this catches you. Okay. So the next that you want to explain this, Greg?
Yeah. So within Connect Center, you'll have access to our financial diagnostics analytics package, and what this is showing you at a glance, this is showing you the whole round trip of the revenue cycle. So you've got your submit claims, so your average time to submit. So we're taking that from the data service, your transmission services, so how things process within Relay Health. You got your payer processing, so that's showing you what's going on at the payer, who are your top payers, who are the ones paying the most claim dollars, who are the ones taking the most or the least amount of time. And then finally, your remittance, you'll see your receivable dollars and any trends there. This is really just the front page of it. You can drill down into each of these and get more detailed information about the metrics. I mean, there's quite a bit of data there.
Good. Okay, and this one.
That is a view of the remittance page. This is showing your receivable dollars. This is a good example of a metric that we present with Relay Analytics or with financial diagnostics. So you can see your receivable amount trend on the left there. You can see how it's going. There's a 13-month rolling average, so you can see how you compare to a year ago. You can see your trend line there in green. And one of the many interesting things here about this chart is that gray line. That is a benchmark. So that is showing, by default, it's showing how you're doing, how you're performing compared to all the other folks doing business with Relay Health. So all the other claims processing, you're being compared to that. So that gives you an idea of where you fall. Are you, way out ahead of everyone? Are you substantially below someone, it gives you a general idea of kind of where you might want to be. You can also benchmark yourself within the state, or you can compare yourself to specialties. So a couple of options there. And then you also have these metrics around receivable by rendering providers for a month, and your receivable payers. So these are your payers that are, you can see who's paying you the most and the percent that they make up of your total mix. And then you got your receivable declining, so you've got some good actionable information there. These are your providers who are going down. So this is giving you, hey, I need to talk to that provider, figure out what's happening here. Why is this trend going on?
So this chart is great for negotiation. When I'm negotiating with providers or the insurance company, I can take this chart with me. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Okay, so let's, we're going, thank you, Greg. We're going to play all these videos. If you go on microwise.com/EDI, you will get to this page, so you can watch this later on or show it to somebody if you want to. I'm just going to play this video here to summarize some of the stuff that Greg talked about. Then we're going to go back to Lytec and have show you the diagnosis options in Lytec. Then we can have open the floor for any Q&A or anything you want to learn on Lytec. So let's watch this and we'll resume.
Now more than ever, it's difficult to keep your revenue stream up and stay ahead of rising costs. You're constantly looking for ways to reduce AR days and increase cash flow. But without a concise, intuitive view of how your claims and remittance processing is trending, recognizing issues and making significant improvements can be difficult. To help address these issues, we're introducing Relay Analytics Financial Diagnostics. This online interactive dashboard gives you at-a-glance access to key performance indicators in your revenue cycle to enable faster identification of claims issues and help you increase your cash flow. Now you can monitor performance, isolate issues, and develop solutions. Our solution provides easy access to business intelligence by calculating and displaying key performance indicators in several crucial areas. Quickly see how your claims volume is trending and which of your providers need help submitting claims, so you can take immediate action and get paid faster. And with comparative data displayed automatically, you can instantly know how you're trending compared to other provider organizations. Want to know your claim acceptance or exclusion rates? Now you can track this instantly, as well as see errors that prevent claims from reaching the payers with a clear view of your top exclusion reasons. You can also see payer processing trends, like processing time or volume, and review your top payer rejects and reasons, and instantly take action to accelerate claim payment. You can even drill down to the individual claim detail if needed, putting you in the driver's seat when renegotiating contracts with your payers. An at-a-glance view of your remittance dollars compares receivable amounts between your physicians to quickly spot any declines. And you can see where you can connect electronically with more of your payers for faster reconciliation of remittances. Additionally, many pre-built reports are available to provide you with multiple views of claims and remittance information for further analysis. With the information you need at your fingertips, you can accelerate your claims processing and get paid faster. The intuitive online dashboard provides intelligent data so you can identify claims issues quickly and easily. By recognizing areas to improve claims processing and reduce AR days, your ability to increase your cash flow is within your reach. To find out how Relay Analytics Financial Diagnostics can help you realize the full financial value of your practice, contact your Relay Health representative.
Okay, so any questions, please raise your hand or type your question, and we're going to go back to Lytec now. Okay, so let's go back here and let me return here. So when you're doing transaction entry in Lytec, some of you might have one diagnosis here, some of you might have 2, 3, or 4, but as you probably know that if you go to detail and you push your F4 key, or push your F4 key, you have up to 12 diagnoses here. Now, a lot of people, they think that the more diagnoses they put, they're gonna get more money, or there's a myth out there. sometimes those, if you put more than 4 per CPT code, it causes problem with the claim electronically, and that's not a limitation of Lytec or the Revenue Manager or any clearinghouse. It's the way the 837 file is. So you need to have 4 pointers. You need to have 4 diagnoses per line. You cannot have more than that per line. The claim can have 12 diagnoses, but each CPT code per line can have only 4. So just make sure that you following that if you need more than 4. And of course, if you click here, if you double click on this box here, you can customize your screen to have more than 4 diagnoses that you can see it all the time here. Some people like to do it here. They don't like to push the F4 key. At that point is I want to open the floor for any Q&A. And I see Chelsea, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Robert, I was just wondering, how do you do it to where, because I thought if say you put 7 diagnoses on when you push F4, doesn't that automatically assign all of them to the line? But how can you have them on the claim but not necessarily on each line?
Okay, so what happened when you put each CPT code? So let's say here, let me put 99213 here.
Okay.
Okay, so when I'm putting F4 here, I'm on a Mac, so I can't really do F4. Okay, so if you listing your diagnosis here, and let's say I pick one diagnosis here, and I picked another diagnosis here, and I picked another diagnosis here. Okay, so let's say I did 3 diagnoses here. The next line item, that next line item can have additional diagnosis. It doesn't have to be the same diagnosis.
Okay.
So I can go back here and have, now it makes more sense. So let me add here another diagnosis. Hopefully I don't pick the same one. Let me just go to a different letter. Let me do an M here, and let me do.
Okay.
So when you print it on paper, it makes more sense. So if I print this on paper, let me just show you. Now, so Lytec lets you control the number of diagnoses you want to print, but let me leave.
I see.
Let me leave them at 4 here. You only can do that on paper.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
And, even other software company doesn't let you do that. So over here, it lists all the diagnoses. It's supposed to list all of them here. Then the pointers will change.
Okay.
So I didn't have my second line. So over here, we'll say ABC. The next one will say, it will have the rest of the diagnosis. It will say CDE and so on.
Okay.
So you have 12 for the whole claim, but only 4 pointers per line. Does that make sense?
So really, if you have one line though, item, say just an office visit, you could really only have 4 there because it'll mess it all up if you do more than 4, is what you're saying.
Electronically, it will. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks.
All right. Any other questions? I will have this meeting recorded and available to you by end of day tomorrow. My contact information, let me just put it back on the screen. This is my contact information. You can email me with any questions you have. I'll do my best. I get like 500 emails a day. I'll do my best to return your call. They only have 24 hours. I want to thank so much the folks at Relay Health for taking the time to join me in all the meetings to help explain things. And I value really the relationship with MicroWise. I want to thank you so much for your business. I want to thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be with us here tonight. And have a wonderful day, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Bye, everybody.
Thank you very much. Happy Thanksgiving to you as well.